Yo, babe.
What's up, man?
I love that water that you spit for our daughter, but now that you know it's a son, spit that fire for our son.
Yeah. Yo, Yo, Rich, man. You know I'ma step on this, man. Oh, God, man. That's how we doing the leads in the music. Yeah. Step is, man. You know. Yeah. Hey, yo, Rich, man. Hit Sharon phone, man. And tell him to get that engine started, man. You know, already know, man. Ride the music, man. Hybrid. The mighty, man. The mighty. Medallion music. I'm everything you perceive. I'm more than a connoisseur. I'm Eddie Murphy in red, but quite raw. I'm like a pit named Key with lockjaw. I'm what you grasp and call me your last straw. I'm college ball, call me your final four. I'm loving peace, but prepared for all war. I'm hybrid, DNA in my mix. I'm disciple of a gangster, fuck with Bloods and the Crips. I know real good folk, because Devin's the field. When I went to Mega Evans, right down on the hill. I was the Lord of Flatbush, who wore a crown in the Heights. In Brownsville, Livingston, cause I was fucking with Ike. Alibi Ironclad, cause I was fucking with Mike. And I love blooded money, that's a mic and a mic. I was funny as wonder when I was taking them sights. Considered a loose chain, ain't no fix on my bike. Used to hope I get crossed so I could treat them like Christ. Fuck with dogs and cats, never rats in a mic. Took a gamble with my life, like I did with the dice. Came home, stayed home, because I see them for life.
You already know what it is, man. It's the Growth and Betterment Show. Your host, Red Poet, with you, never against you. Y'all know how we do. This is the 5th interview. I told y'all to be prepared for the 5th interview, man. We're going to have somebody special on there, man. Now, man, it's the time. The time is now. What's happening, big bro, man? Introduce yourself, man. Let them know who we talking to, man.
Yo, what's going on? My name is Garfield King Burchett. People that's out there that probably know me by my other name, my name is Sha120.
Sha120, man.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in.
Real right, man. We appreciate y'all. Yo, y'all gotta remember to like, share, and subscribe, man. Because I'm not gonna be having these people come on this platform, you know what I mean? And we don't got the viewers that we need, man, because this need to get to everybody, you hear me? But, bro, welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the Growth and Betterment Show, man. I appreciate you for pulling up, you know what I mean? Taking some time to kick it with me, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Nah, real right. On this show, you know, it's for made men and made women only, you know what I mean? You know what it is. So we're going to do these 3 main confessions, man, made men and made women only on this show. Y'all know how that go. Hey, brother, you willing to go through these 3 confessions real quick?
Confessions what?
The 3 confessions is mainly the 3 confessions of a made man and a made woman.
All right, then we can talk about that.
All right, real right. The first one is, do you confess that you have never aided or assisted the oppressor against the oppressed?
Absolutely not.
Real right. The second one, do you confess that you have never forced yourself on anyone whatsoever?
Absolutely not.
Real right. The last confession, do you confess that you have never denied or given up on the responsibility of your birthright?
Absolutely not.
Real right. Welcome to the show, big bro.
I thank you again for having me.
Real right, man. That's how we do, y'all, man. Made men and made, huh?
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. That was kind of fly there because, you know, you was talking about confession. You know me, I ain't with no confession.
Real right. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up so I could explain to the people. I never explained it. When we do the confessions, if you go back in history, you know what I mean? If you was going to go to the temples back in Kemet, you know what I mean? You had the 42 confessions. I just brought it down to 3, the 3 main things that's 0 tolerance for a made man and a made woman. So I use the word confessions because, you know what I'm saying, you confessing that you have never done this before. So at the end of the day, if we ever find out, I have all rights to come on this show and put it out there because you confess that you did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So it's a whole lot of people that can't get on this platform.
That's a whole bunch. That's why we're not in a rush.
I'm loving that. Let's go.
Real right. So more or less, man, we're going to get into it, man. You know this show right here is governed by growth, knowledge, and betterment. So we're going to start off the first joint, man, with growth. Hey, big bro, man, so where you from?
I'm originally from Brooklyn. That's where I started my foundation in Brooklyn.
Real right in Brooklyn. Okay, New York. So y'all know we in New York right now. We was in Ohio, we was in Connecticut, we in New York right now. We're gonna keep going to many places. So what was it like growing up in Brooklyn? In the era, matter of fact, what era would you say you grew up in? What era would you say that was?
Well, I grew up in the era. Man, you got me giving up everything at one time. I love it though. But 80s, 70s, you know what I mean?
Okay, real right.
Late 70s, 80s, you know. I was there for the blackout, you know what I mean?
Nah, real right. So what was it like growing up during the blackout?
Well, I was kind of young then, you know, but I come from a big family. I come from a family of 13, so like the house was always full all the time, like, so. You know, I didn't really have much knowledge. I seen that my brothers and was coming back with bad mopeds, all type of shit. You know, because at that time, during that time, I was living by East Flatbush, which is close to Utica Avenue, and you know that thing had everything up there. You know, motorcycle shops, everything that was like the shopping area.
Right.
Everything that was up there wound up coming home to our basement. So. I was kind of young then. I ain't know, you know. I ain't know. I thought they got blessed.
Right.
You know.
Nah, boy, so growing up during that time, so that's what it was like. So, so growing up, man, during that era, you know, because I talked to the people that I interviewed so far, man. They spoke about the crack era, growing up in the '80s and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they, you know, we giving the knowledge to the next generation on, you know, what we've been through, what we learned from it, and how to do it better and stuff like that. So growing up there, like, what other places have you lived other than Brooklyn? Like, what other, you know?
Oh, the other half of my life, it's like I spent half of my life in Brooklyn, and the other half of my life has been in Far Rockaway. You know, that's like where I fully became the individual I am now. Like, you know, Brooklyn molded me.
Right.
You know, I used to live on East 46 Linden Boulevard. Like, I don't know if people remember this, but UTFO, Roxanne, Dr. Ice, that's my first cousin, Freddie Reeves. You know, Kango Kid, Sean, that was one of my best friends. You know, very good man. God bless the dead, educated rapper. You know, Mixed Master Ice, never got to meet him. Full Force lived right down the block from us. I don't know if people remember them. Y'all can look that up. You know, East 46 Linden Boulevard, man. Shout out to Jerry and all y'all. Yeah, so you know, my upbringing, it was basically Brooklyn and Far Rock. You know what I mean? That's it. But I'm Dominican and Haitian. That's the crazy thing. My father's full-bred Dominican. My mother's Haitian.
Whoa! So you the entire island in one, all put together.
Yeah, I was at war with myself forever.
Yeah, boy. So what was that like coming up? Having one side Dominican and one side Haitian. Like, what was that like growing up?
I'm gonna keep it real, man. This is gonna be the fun part of this. This is the segment where I get to really be me. You heard? Like, the shit was confusing because I had some cousins that was Haitian that didn't like me, and I had some cousins that were Dominican that didn't like me. Right? You know, to my Dominican cousins, I was too Haitian. To my Haitian cousins, I was too Dominican. So I mean, it was kind of crazy, but all in all, I never really had any bad situations with family. Family always been first and foremost in my life. Like, we all stuck together and knitted together when it was time to. So. Right.
Righteous. That's what's up, man. So coming up like that, you know what I mean, and being, you know, Dominican, Haitian, being from Brooklyn, being from, you know, Queens and all of that right there, like that's a lot.
Nah. I never said I was from Queens, man.
No, being from Brooklyn and living in the other half being in Queens, right?
Nah. I said that I'm from Brooklyn and I was raised in Far Rockaway.
Okay.
Well, Rockaway's the 6th borough. We don't consider ourselves Queens. And mad shout outs to Queens. All my family out there. Mad Mac Ballers. All shout out to my Mac Ballers. Job for y'all. Love y'all. But for Rock, we our own entity, man. You wouldn't understand the Rock until you came to the Rock. You don't want to get the fuck about the Rock. You know what I mean?
Say that.
R.I.P. Stack Bundles, R.I.P. King Drugs, you know what I mean?
Righteous.
You know, for Rock is the own entity, man. Like, we always been our own entity. Man, shout out to my brother King Jig, who about to come out. I don't mean to mess your show up or nothing, you know, but, man, shout out to my bro King Jig, King Streets, you know, all my bros out there, T-Dot Rags, all my bros putting that, De Niro, there's so many of y'all, man. I ain't gonna mess up your segment with this, but
you good.
Shout out to all my bros.
All right, real right. So we gonna go right into the second part of this, man. We spoke about the growth, where you come from, so people got to understand it a little bit on the beginnings. So give us some knowledge, some jewels that you learned coming up, the way you came up from the two cultures that you are mixed with. You know what I mean? Give us some knowledge, some jewels that you got from that.
All of that knowledge is incorporated like in one segment. Like, I'm gonna show you something. The funny thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Me being Dominican and Haitian, there was a lot of situations. Like I said, like, you know, some of my family members, like, you know, the Dominican thought the Haitian was in me, the Haitian thought Dominican. And when all reality, all that shit is the same. You know?
Right.
It took me years to really get a grasp on it. Like, you know, you said to talk about the betterment of what it did, right?
Right.
And what it did, it gave me the knowledge to know that everything is basically the same, man. Every foundation that's out here that's being built right now, Bloods, Crips, gangsters, it's real people and everything, right?
Right.
And what happened to when these people connect with each other, it becomes a unification of a strong black nation. You know, I don't know if people know about the signs of all the trials and tribulations that we went through as a people, but from where we came to where we at now, it's terrible, man. Honestly, like, and I say that with nothing but love in my heart. But we went back another 300 years. You know, we did, because we still doing the bidding for the same man that put us under this persecution. We still killing each other. We still destroying each other.
Right.
In every form of action. You know, I listened to a lot of these talk shows. That's why I asked you what was it about before I got on it. I listened to a lot of these talk shows. Dudes talking about their gang, and, you know, yeah, I'm a part of all of that, right? But it's other things that could be, you know, talked about, man. Things that could bring, yeah, you know, and that's what I didn't want to get into. You know, I don't want to get into a tussle match who was the toughest dude and who was the roughest cutter and who had the most shots, because that was part of my past, which made me the individual I am today. That's the knowledge of what it is. That's my past, but it made me who I am today.
Right. And
today I know that in order for us to get to the next step, that it's going to have to be some unification at some point in matter. That's the knowledge that has given me, that no one man and no one nation can rule a nation, man. It takes a nation to rule a nation.
Say that.
You know, and that's what me and Corey been basically doing. As you know, you've been around us with the hybrid thing.
Right.
You know, a couple of my bros in Chicago shouted out me. You know, my GD. You know, a couple of my folk bros shouted at me. You know,
right.
and we've been doing little shit. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. You know, not taking it from the subject, because this is basically on the same subject. You know. I ain't gotta tell everybody about that bombing that took place in that town, man. I ain't gotta name the town. None of y'all know what I'm talking about, man. You know, Black Wall Street, man. Like, let's get it back to there, man. Honestly, man.
That's the objective, yeah. So that's going right into not to cut you off, but that's going right into the next segment of Betterment, what we could do better, man. Go ahead, go right in, bro. I just want to throw that in, man. You tapped right in, man. Go ahead, bro.
That's love, man. the betterment is this, man. For all y'all dudes, man, out there, man, I'm gonna show y'all something. And it was a time, you know, I'm gonna take it from the foundation. I'm gonna bring it all the way through. I'm gonna take it from point A when you started, from the very first question to the G to the K to the B. Check it out. Check this out, man. We are so much in power right now. We have so much say-so on how everything goes in our community that we are able to purchase things that we was never able to purchase a million years before. If everybody in Roswell would have had all of them guns as brothers running around with them choppers, and I think it would have been a different kind of war that day. You understand me?
Yeah.
You know, I'm saying that. I just want to open up people out there, and I'm not saying that we go around and we make up for something that's in the past. What we do to make up for it, for our betterment, is that we start unifying with each other, man, and start getting together and get rid of some of these frauds that's in there causing the confusion, man. Because 9 out of 10, only those that's dissatisfied with life is the ones that's looking for death, man.
Ooh, say that. Say that. That's a fact. That's a platinum fact.
Only a man that's dissatisfied with his life looks for death all the time, man.
Right.
And that's how we can get it better. We have to have a unification of everybody, man. Everybody has to at some point sit down and realize that the only people that's dying is us. Whether it be by our hand or whether it be by his hand. It's the same shit. Like, and that's what need to be brought out there. That's how we gotta come with this betterment. That's the betterment of this nation.
Right.
You know what I mean? And in order for us to do that, like I said, somebody got to be on the front line, and I don't have no problem with that, man, at all, man. Like,
that's a fact.
You know, I have no problem. Everybody see how my movement is, man. I don't walk it. I don't talk it. I do both of them same, because both of them is the same thing, man. Like,
right, I can vouch for that, man. For my own eyes, you hear me? Hey, bro, don't mean to cut your wisdom real quick, bro. I just want to let y'all know, man, like, share, and subscribe, man. Tap in, man. This is the Growth and Betterment Show. It don't get no better than this, man. You getting real information, real knowledge, you know what I mean, from made men. You feel me? So y'all tap in, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. We need y'all up on here, man. Let's do what it do, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Hold on one second. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. This is what it do, man. Hey, bros, hey, man, go ahead, go in, man. I ain't mean to cut your wisdom, man. Go ahead, bro.
It ain't nothing. Like I said, man, I don't walk it. I don't talk it, man. I do both, man. Like, I think that every man, that whatever come out of his mouth, man, that walk got to be the same, because if they don't coincide, then he is not the individual he said he is.
Righteous.
So I don't walk it and I don't talk it. I walk it and talk it. I do both. I build and destroy. You know, that this is something that must be done at the same time. Because at the same time you build, you destroy your negativity. You destroy all that is not needed in the process of you building. Whether it be the foundation of the ground, whether you dig it up and take it from its original form, that is destruction of that earth. It is no longer the same.
Right,
you know,
right.
You put that house back on it. You understand me? So, and that's what this shit is about, man. Like, I hope and I fast and I pray, man, that I live to see the day when it be some type of unification where brothers start taking the heed to this word, man, and they start passing that word, man. Because, like, I'm gonna tell you something, man. With the rate that is going right now, man, it look like we might not have much later, man. For real, man, because it seemed like everybody is stuck on that one thing that I was taught, you know, when I was a youngin' by my mother and my father. They said that people that want for nothing, they get that in abundance. People always ready to give you nothing. You know, then they dropped the jewel on me. My pop said, if we had the same 6 friends in life that carried us to our grave, and they showed us the same love for our whole life, imagine how lifted up we would have been. we'd always stayed high. We'd always lifted up.
That's right.
Motherfuckers don't. It seemed like motherfuckers don't lift you up till you're in that casket, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And they be early to that. They come early. They be on time. You know, and that's the crazy part. But I like when you were speaking about the you know what I mean, the build and destroy part. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's something I stress a lot because you know what I mean. We one thing we know how to do is we know how to create warriors. We know how to get the wild ones, get them together. You feel me? But what I always stress is that the warriors are good for war. But even if you win the war, you still lost if you don't have no builders, because you can't rebuild.
You gotta have somebody that's a great electrician, somebody that's a great carpenter, somebody that's a plumber.
Right.
You gotta have all the above in order to build a strong foundation house. You gotta have all of the above, man.
Right.
And we have it. They just picking up the gun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We have it. They just picking up the gun, man.
Right.
You know. And what's sad, I'm gonna show y'all something how sad it got. That it don't reach the entertainment world. That's how bad it got.
It became the entertainment. It's the detriment to us and the entertainment. We fuck.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna show you something, man. So many young black millionaires have died within the last couple of years. From Biggie and Pac. It has been a speed race. Ever since then. Ever since they allowed people to get up there and talk about what they did to the next individuals, it ain't been nothing but bedlam and mayhem, for real. Honest. Like, it's been nothing but madness, you know. So when people ask me, yo, Sha, why you jetted to where you at? Like, it's a little piece of my own quiet land, man. You know, I'm surrounded by nothing but the houses, nothing but my family, cousin across the street, aunt next door, like, you know, it's in the wilderness somewhere. So what?
Real right.
I get to raise my child. The other day we watched a deer come out the trees and shit like that, and just walk up to the car, like, you know, scared to cross the street. And it's daylight. You know.
Yeah, we don't see that in New York.
You know, I get to walk to the back, feed the chickens and the roosters. You know.
Right.
And that's what the Betterment is about, man. You know, look from where I came to where I am now.
Right.
That's what this is about, man.
Right.
You know, that's got some people, like I said, that they want for nothing and they get it in abundance. I want something, man. I want to be happy and I just want to live a good life, man. And if I'm able to elevate my people to the next level, I'm prepared to do that too, man. In whatever form I gotta play, in whatever part I gotta play, I'm willing to play that part, man. I don't mind being an electrician. I don't mind being a plumber. I ain't always got to be the general, man. I got a million generals around me. I got a million of y'all, Red. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't mind playing a co-pilot, bro. Like,
right. Salute, man. Hey, bro, man. It's real, man. It's real, man. It's hard for me to even chime in, man, because it's so real, man. Hey, bro, man. But I don't want the people to hear you and not be able to get behind you. Now, I mean, put your plugs in, man. What you got going on? You got some new music coming out. You got some businesses going on. What's going on, man? Put the people on.
Well, I've been promising this mixtape, but I'm gonna keep it. I got like 300 songs right now. You know that. I'm gonna put together like 3 or 4 mixtapes, throw them out there for the people. You know what I mean? And I got a show coming up on Wednesday in Raleigh. Club called Jonathan's.
Pull up. You in the Raleigh area, pull up, man. Support. Made men. You know, if they on this show, they made. So y'all stop supporting these suckers and start supporting the made men out here.
Definitely pull up, because you know it's a hurt world, yeah?
You already on deck.
I got another show in Virginia, in Norfolk on the 10th.
Okay.
My sister, you know.
We're right.
Me and my brother Hercule will be performing there. My brother Wu Shaw, a couple of other good people coming through. Definitely herked up on that day. Definitely ain't nothing but herks in the building.
Right, just right.
Man, shout out to K-Shine. You know, he hit me up like 4 days ago. I hit him up on his birthday. He got back at me.
Many more, man, big bro. Many more. Well, so shout out to the bro. Hey, business-wise, anything else going on? Anything? As a matter of fact, man, I heard there's a new addition to the family, man. We got to throw that in there, man. Come on, man.
I ain't wanna. I was gonna cook to grace that. But, I was gonna get the drum roll out for that and all that. But
say that.
Definitely. All this time, I don't know for everybody that been online with me, and y'all heard me talking about a daughter this, my wife finally went, got a sonogram, and we got a picture, and she talking about the picture look like me because his head kind of big, but Mr. Charles Markeith Burchett is doing September,
Say that. Congratulations.
Thank you, my brother. I mean that. Really, thank you. That thing got me emotional. I ain't gonna lie, man. I can't stop crying, man. Word, man.
It's a beautiful thing, bro. It's a beautiful thing.
It's funny when you get a second chance to live life, man. You heard?
Righteous.
Like, I get to correct some of the errors that I've made in the past, man. Honestly, I'm prepared for it. I am so prepared, bro.
Word, man. Congratulations, man. I said my best to y'all, man. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, man, because the best part is when you grow in knowledge and become better and you're able to imprint that on the next generation. We made it this far to do that. You know what I mean? We made it this far to imprint. Sometimes you got to understand, when you become a teacher, go ahead and get the teaching, because sometimes it ain't always your job to take the information and do something with it, because the next generation going to do what it needs to be done with it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
That's facts.
We made it this far for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because we could pass it on.
Yeah, well, I'm about to be all over this little guy as soon as he get here.
Real right, man. Hey, bro, man, I appreciate you, man. Hey, matter of fact, put your plugs in, man. Where they can find you? Where they can find you on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook?
Instagram, you can find me under Medallion Music, MEDALLION Music. And YouTube, you can find me under SHA120. You got to put all that together. It's one name, though. That's one entity. I am not the Miller. I've never been the Miller. I've met him a million times, and that was it. I met him, and I am not the Miller. Just keep that in mind. For all those that know what I'm talking about, for a lot of people, that ain't meant for y'all. For all y'all regular bros and sisters that's out there that's listening to me, that ain't meant for y'all. But for all those that didn't know, that don't know history, and that don't know 1 + 1 = 2, power of a square equals square root, apple, pear, oranges, those are fruits, and the knot in your pocket means you got loop. I am not the Miller. And on that note, SL, gentlemen.
All I know, all I'll show you already, man. Appreciate you, bro. One. Y'all already know what to do. That's how we do it, the Growth and Betterment Show. Real right, never wrong. Made men and made women only. Now let's get it in.
Yo, CLK!
Yo, turn that up a little bit more.
Shot, man. We gotta go, man. We gotta go, yo. We gotta go BCK, yo.
Come on, man. I just want to do this last song.
Yo, come on, man. We've been an hour already. 3 songs an hour. Come on, man.
All right.
Yo, do have, nigga. Do have. Just do have. All right. We out, man.
All right.
Alright, now tune it back up, Rich. Yeah, that was what I was saying. Yeah, alright, bring it up just a little bit. Right there.
I've been the man that I am since my daddy took my mama's hand, and he adorned it with a wedding band. And without the wedding band, he took my mama's hand and they danced. And then I came through all the loving and the romance. Becky to be Chucky too. Daddy got a game plan. Corpus still in coats. Daddy in a damn can. Mama got 2 jobs, scrubbing with her damn hands. Seeing how my mama struggled turned me to a madman. Born and raised in Brooklyn, yeah, I shot the Gabardine. The other half the Far Rock, that's why that's the motherland. All white body squad, fucking with my hitman. Saw me the click clack, that is like my evil twin. You fucking with some made men, niggas always getting paid. Eating chips, always getting guap, fucking with that gang of Ace. 17th Street, every day was like a fucking party. I kept a G in my pocket, your ass hottie. Begging it with Deva, and the streets always stay king. Yo, we out right now. All right, come on, man, because I see it in your
music, man.
God.
Raw the music, man. 2030 shit.
Thank you for listening to the Growth and Betterment Show. You already know what it is. Made men and made women only. It's your host, Red Poet. Now you already know. Next segment of 5 coming up. Growth, knowledge, and betterment, dealing with relationships. Y'all ready for that? Man, tap in. Make sure y'all subscribe right now. Subscribe right now.